So I know you guys want me to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Haven't been a lot to talk about all season. They got the draft coming up. I don't know where Dallas needs to go with it. There's some talk about trading into the first round. Team's got a lot of holes that need to be filled. Still got a lot of talent. Still got enough talent, I think, to really make a push into the playoffs. But we got to get through the season first, and that's what I'm here to talk about. The schedules came out, and like I did last year, kind of went through the schedule, thought gave my thoughts on the games coming up, and really just to get my football fix before the season gets started, which is months and months away. So first on the docket, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road against Tampa Bay. Last time we played there, we lost 13-0, 16-0, something like that. Wasn't a good showing by Dallas, and I don't know, I guess the heat got to us. They made us wear those dark jerseys, and we all know what happened when we wear those dark jerseys. But this year, it's going to be a different Buccaneers team. One, it's not John Gruden is not going to be the coach. They've hired, I think his name is Raheem Harris, who was the backs coach, for the defensive backs coach for them for 2 years now. So they're going to get back more into that defensive mindset, I think, that the Bucs were built on. Dungy kind of started that, and Gruden took that team to the Super Bowl to win it. But that was Dungy's team. Trying to make him more of a quarterback kind of town, but Gruden, I guess, didn't get the job done. I thought he was a good coach, but they moved on. But I think, this guy's a rookie coach. We'll see what he brings to the table. Also, though, the biggest change, letting go of Jeff Garcia. I think Garcia now, he's been talks with the Oakland Raiders. I'm not sure if he's signed the deal yet. And Garcia, when he was with Philly, kind of had our number. With Tampa Bay, not so much. We were actually able to beat him. The Bucs last year were the only team we beat with Brad Johnson last year. I was in Dallas, ugly game, defensive game, but we were able to pull it out. This year, though, we're going to be playing against Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich, a guy with a big arm, a big body as well, and also a guy who's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder. This is a guy who started in Jacksonville and got booted out, had to play as backup at Pittsburgh, and now he's getting another starting job in Tampa Bay. This is a guy who's going to want to start the season to show people he can still play, and we need to come in that same intensity as well. Dallas does not need to come in with the mindset they did last year, where they're just going to walk all over people all the way up until the end of the season. Got to take every game seriously, and Leftwich, I think, is going to be a guy who's going to do that. Defense has got to get after him and get him on his back. Also, you have to deal with Ernest Graham in the backfield, because really, the wide receivers for the Bucs really aren't much to speak of. They got Antonio Bryant, a former Cowboy, but they don't have Galloway this year. But one of the offensive threats they do have, which is a big threat to us, is Kellen Winslow at tight end. We know how tight ends pretty much tear up our defense. And it's not going to really help going against really one of the better ones in the league right off the bat. And with a quarterback like Byron Leftwich, who likes to get it off to the tight ends. So, and on offense, you're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You've got to be patient. That's one of the best. They every year in, year out, they always bring one of the best defense to the table. And if we're not ready, Romo's going to be on his back, throwing picks and whatnot. We're going to have to see if Romo's going to benefit from T.O. not being there. I've heard that that's one of the problems with that. He felt there's too much pressure on him to get the ball to T.O. I don't know if that's an excuse or that's the reason. We're going to find out this season. So, Dallas really going to have an interesting start this year. A team in Tampa Bay who we could run away with it, but if we let them stick around, a team that really likes to grind it out. And we're not that kind of team grinding out. If we get into a grind-out game, I don't really see us winning this game. Got to get the ball on the ground, man barb as usual, and also I want to see how the wideouts respond to being covered, not having that double coverage on one guy like with T.O., and actually having a lot more coverage on them themselves. Going to have to get the ball to Jason Witten, and defense contain Leftwich. So that's my preview for the Dallas Cowboys entire season next year. Can't wait for football. It's going to be great. See you guys.